Hello guys, I hope you are doing extremely well. So today I am going to solve the another problem which is the lead code. Problem number is a 217. Contain duplicates. Okay. So in this problem we have given an array which contains some integer. Okay. In that particular array there is some you know here some duplicate or single values. For example, if I'm talk about first input 1 1 2 3 1, here 1 is the present two times. We have to find out the return true or false if array contains any integer which present more than one times. Okay, which contains more than one times, so we can say that the element is the array containing the element two times, more than two times, then simply return true. Here, if I'm talk about the second example, here every element appears one time, it means that it return false. I think observation is very clear in that particular problem. Yeah, you can also visit the problem on Leetcode, which is the 217 contain duplicates. Okay, yeah. So how to solve this problem? First approach will comes in your mind, very brute force. If I'm talk about, if I ask you how to solve this problem, you simply says that okay, sir. First of all, we will iterate over here in a single loop. After iterating the single loop, first of all, we will iterate for I 0 to size of the array, and the first element will be stored in any element, and nums of I store. Then we will iterate over here for now let's write down the code for better understanding for brute force like that. uh, for example, if I'm talk about for int I equal to 0, I is less than nums dot size comma I plus plus int element equal to nums of I, somewhere it is stored, and then we will iterate over here int j equal to I plus 1 comma j is less than nums dot size comma j plus plus somewhere. Now we will check a condition if nums of j equal to element, it means that return true. It means element present duplicates two times, more than one times, else return false. So this is as simple as that. But here if I'm talk about observation is very clear. We are iterate over here single loop and another one this loop. So time complexity somewhere not exactly somewhere we go of n square, and space complexity we go of 1. Very good. Space complexity is very good. But time complexity somewhere is a big O of n square, and the constraint given big O length of the array is the 10 to the power 5. It will not work. Okay, it gives TLE. Definitely, definitely. The problem will not be solved this approach, although approach is correct, but this code will not be run. It gives the output time limit exceeded because we can't solve this problem in the big of n square time complexity, which is the very high time complexity. Okay, you think about that. Okay, sir. So What is the second approach? Okay, second approach comes in your mind. Okay, sir, if this is not a good, what we will do here? Okay, once if I sort the array, sort nums dot begin, sorry, sort nums dot begin and nums dot end. Now we will iterate over here for after sorting the array for int I equal to 0, I is less than nums dot size I plus plus. Okay, if nums of I equal to nums of uh, I plus 1, true, else return false. This is the second approach. For example, now let's try run this approach. Yeah, this is the better approach. This is the better than this. This is the very bad approach. Do not use it, because if you are told this approach in an interview, interviewer will not be happy. Definitely, it will not happy, because problem is very simple. Or you are using the view of n square time complexity. This is not a good, very bad. Sort after sorting, we will find out the array 1 1 2 3. Okay, for this, you know, for this code. Okay, now we will iterate over here nums of I. Then we will check that condition nums of I equal to nums of I plus 1. Yeah, condition true, return true. Return true, simply. But here, first of all, we are sorting that particular array. So somewhere it is take a time complexity, because sorting the predefined function in the C++, so the time complexity it takes the big O of n log n. Better than this time complexity, more than better. Code will run very well. There is no problem will occur during the code execution. But big O of n square to big O of n log n, this is the better, much better, much better. Okay, Guldeep, so what is the optimal? Yeah, optimal approach, yeah, definitely here. But if I'm talk about map, if I count the frequency one by one every element and store in the, you know, every element if I contain one by one contains like a one appears, uh, two times one appears, and two appears, one appears two time, one time appears two, three appears one time. So somewhere it will work. How? Okay, now let's take an move on to the coding part. For example, if I create a unordered map, because unordered map is a data structure which store the element in the key value in the form of the key value pair. For int I equal to 0, I is less than nums dot size comma I plus mp of nums of I for auto it be if it dot, sorry, it dot second is greater than equal to 2, return true, return false. Now let's run this problem. It will working or not? Yeah, it is definitely working. So time complexity wise, good, because we are iterate the ego of n, and again we are iterate the map. So somewhere it is take a, somewhere not exactly ego of 2n, somewhere, which is the much better than this. But there is some problem. We are taking a map. Map takes some extra space. So although this code is much better both of the previous code, but space complexity wise it is not good. Somewhere it is take us some extra space. Okay, and time complexity wise it's near about big often, not exactly near about. Near about means it might be possible that it can take a more than n but less than n log n. So yeah, so I think this is it. If you have any another approach which solve the problem in the vigo of one time complexity, then you can mail me. I will provide the mail in the description part also. Yeah, so this is it from my side. So this is the problem. You can also definitely solve by own, and think about that problem, and first of all try yourself the problem, then move on to the solution part. I don't say that directly move on to the my videos. First of all try yourself, after solve the problem by yourself, then move on to the video. After watching the video, don't move on to the directly coding part. First of all write the code by own way. If some problem you face during the code written, then definitely move on to the coding part. Otherwise, first of all, try by yourself to write down the code. If you don't understand the code problem very clearly, then move on to the coding part. Okay, so I think this is enough for today. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video.